Hey, this is Doc. Now, listen, um, the way things are going, excuse me, sorry, I had something in my tooth. The way things are going and what we need to prepare for, um, we all hope for the best, but you plan for the worst. Okay? Repeat that after me. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. Okay? Now, there are some little side armor type things like you really need to get. And it's just to protect you in case if there is a self-defense mode. Okay? Now I want to tell you, there's no more fists fighting in these last days. There's no more knocking somebody down and saying, hey, you win. Okay? It's going to be life or death. And I brought that up about, a lot of the militias, when the poop does hit the fan, a lot of them are going to bail. And it's going to be every man for himself. But one thing I found out through the military, they protect you to a point with equipment. But you know what I had to do is I had to come up with my own stuff. Okay? So when I got out of the military, I met up with a man who's in Canada, and he turned me on to some things that I'd never thought of before. Okay? And if you'll pardon me, some things I had never thought of before. Now, number one, I'm going to show you is my gloves. Okay? Now, these gloves, you can go to a Play It Again Sports. All right? You do not. Now, these gloves are new. Of course, you're going to buy them new from there for like 20-some bucks. But these gloves, see how shiny they are? Once you grab hold of something, it grips them. It doesn't slip. When you grab hold of something, it holds on to it. Okay, so if you grab hold of your gun, there's no way it can be knocked out of your hand. If you grab hold of a knife or a sword, there's no way it can be taken. Okay, because if you look at it's shiny. All right, now this is the backside that's padded for hitting, but this is the front side. See it? You see it go shiny? That's non-slip stuff. It keeps your fingers free, okay? But it makes it to where you have a hard time letting go of something. Once you grab hold of it, you got hold of it until you decide to let go. So I recommend gloves like this, especially for people who are out doing perimeter watches and various different areas. Many militias talk about that. Even, Southern Prepper, he gets into how, you're going to have a 24-hour watch. Well, you need something that's going to prevent from slipping from your fingers, because when you're nervous, your hands get sweaty. Okay, and when your hands get sweaty, that's when things get slippery. In these, your hands can get sweaty, but it's not going to get slippery. Okay, you can get these at any. These are called MPZs, but you can get them at. They already come pre-cut like that. Okay, and it's good for protection. Now, for those who are planning on having a scouting team or a team that is going to case the perimeter, night shift, day shift, whatever. Okay, I'm going to show you another piece of weaponry that I thought was extremely good. Okay, I want you to see what's on my arm. All right, you see that? It doesn't restrict any motion that I want to do. All right, It's held on with Velcro on my forearms. It's protecting my elbow plus extra padding. See, it's flexible at the elbow. And then this is, it don't matter how hard you hit it, I can't feel it. I had my son take my Bowie knife and come at me several times and hit this and hit this and try to crack this or try to make a dent to where it would affect me, and it could not affect me. Now this is light as a feather, okay, held on by Velcro straps, as you can see. Now this can go underneath a hoodie. All right, it can go underneath your coat to where nobody sees that you actually have this on you. All right, it can go under. But you know what these are? Okay, now these were, I bought these from a Play It Again Sports. It was $9 for the pair. $9 for the pair. Okay, and these are actually kids or children's shin guards for the little tykes, you know, for their pee-wee hockey team. Well, I got this for defense purposes because it protects my elbow, gives me extra padding on all sides. All right, and it slides into my coat very easy, but it's got solid, hard protection for defense and then offense fighting. Okay, good to have, good to know. You don't got to wear them 24/7, but you do need to wear them if you're going to be out pulling guard duty. Okay, or if you're out in an area trying to get home. Okay, this is great for your survival bag. You can put a coat over this and you've got protection. Okay, you want to protect your bones here, and I got a pair that goes on my shins, that covers my knees and my shins, that'll go underneath my pants. Now the reason I say these are cheap. Hear me banging on them? They're cheap because they're called Play It Again Sports. They're used equipment that people have turned in to buy new equipment. Why buy new equipment when the used is just as good? Just because it's got some scratches on it don't mean nothing. Okay? So this is what you need. Now the doc is just trying to look out for you. Okay? If you get overrun by anybody, you need some kind of a guard up to where it doesn't affect you. But as you protect yourself, then you can offensively attack. Okay? So I just wanted to come up with this video to let you know that there are ways in order to protect yourself. All right? So listen, God bless you. You got any comments regarding the equipment? Like I said, these things were made for little tykes, but I've got the bigger ones for the shin guards, because you know your shins are the most sensitive places. Your shins and the bones right here. Okay, we always want to deflect with our bone, but if you break your bone here, then this hand is just no good. But if it's guarded and protected, okay, then you can use this hand for what needs to be. So think about this. Think about this in your preps, okay? Just something to think about. God bless.